Yo, what is going on, everyone? My name is Nick Lepri of Awesemo.com. Today is May 29th, 2022, and in today's video, we're going to be going over my top 3 picks over on PrizePicks for the NBA tonight in game number 7, the Celtics at the Heat. But before we could get into things, I would like to ask that if you guys are new to the channel and you do end up enjoying today's video, that you please make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And while you're down there, whether you guys are new to the channel or not, please make sure that you do leave a like on today's video. It would help us out a ton. So without further ado, let's get into my top 3 prize picks for the day. So the first pick isn't technically included in my top 3 because PrizePicks is giving you guys basically a no-brainer pick, and that pick is going to be Jayson Tatum over half of a point. Jayson Tatum gets over half of a point in every single game. If Jayson Tatum gets hurt 3 minutes into the game, he probably gets over half a point. So I would definitely tell you guys to be taking the over half a point on Jayson Tatum. Moving on into the real meat and potatoes of today's video, we'll begin with Jimmy Butler of the Heat going up against the Celtics under 1.5 3-pointers made. We currently have him projected to make 0.78 threes in tonight's matchup, meaning that this prop has an expected win percentage of 80%. Looking back through the playoffs for Jimmy Butler, in round number 1 up against the Atlanta Hawks, he went under 1.5 3-pointers made in 3 of 4 games. He went under in round number 2 up against the Philadelphia 76ers in 3 of 6 games. And thus far, through the first 6 games of the Eastern Conference Finals up against the Boston Celtics, he has gone under in 5 games, averaging 1 3 made per game and shooting just 3.3 threes per game. Assume tonight that the trend continues of him going under, I really have threes, and I only think the opportunity for him to go over would happen if he shot 5 or 6 threes tonight. But again, I think he keeps it close to the average of 3.3 shot per game, and he's going to go under 1.5 3-pointers. Next up, we'll move to Derrick White of the Celtics going up against the Heat in Miami over 8.5 points. We currently have him projected to get 9.6 points in tonight's matchup, meaning that this prop has an expected win percentage of 58%. Looking back on the Celtics playoff run, in round number 1 up against the Brooklyn Nets in that sweep, he went over 8.5 points in just 1 of 4 games. In round number 2 up against the Milwaukee Bucks, he went over in 5 of 7 games, and thus far through this round, he went over in 3 of the 5 games he played because he didn't play in one of the games. So recently, we have seen the trend of him going over 8.5 points, and as long as he's playing close to his average of 29.2 minutes, which is his average for this series up against the Heat, I think he easily smashes over 8.5 points, and wouldn't be surprised if he got closer to 15 or 20 points tonight in what should be a very interesting matchup up against the Heat. But before we can move on into my final pick of today's video, I would like to give you guys a quick word from our friends and our sponsor of today's video, which is PrizePicks. PrizePicks offers daily prop-based contests. If you guys use promo code Awesemo, you'll be receiving a $100 first match deposit bonus. Again, promo code Awesemo, AWESEMO. There are no sharks, no optimizers or mass entries. 5-player lineups can net you guys up to 10 times your entry fee. You can use your knowledge of multiple sports as well because they also offer cross-sport entries. You can download it in the App Store, on Google Play, or on PrizePicks.com. You guys can use our free PrizePicks NBA tool to help you guys make the best selections possible. And you guys can be getting 1 free month of Awesemo Plus Platinum when you sign up using the link in the video description down below and deposit on PrizePicks. You guys will be receiving an email within 24 to 48 hours after to redeem your free month. My final pick of today's video is going to be Al Horford of the Celtics over 3 assists. We currently have him projected to get 3.02 assists in tonight's game, meaning that this prop has an expected win percentage of 57%. Over the Celtics playoff run, looking back at round number 1 up against the Nets, he went over 3 assists in 0 of 4 games and pushed once. In round number 2, this is where things start to ramp up in the assist column for Al Horford, as up against the Bucks, he went over in 3 of 7 games, and the other games which he didn't go over, he actually pushed and got exactly 3 assists. So far in 5 games that he's played, again, he missed 1 game. Up against the Heat, he went over in 2 games and pushed in every other game. So tonight, while he may end up pushing, which is fine on PrizePicks, right? It's not going to be a loser. He could push. but there's definitely a chance that he goes over and gets 4 or 5 assists tonight. So I definitely like the over on Al Horford over 3 assists. So to recap my picks for today's video, the first pick was Jimmy Butler under 1.5 3-pointers made, Derrick White over 8.5 points, and Al Horford over 3 assists. And then, guys, remember, there is that no-brainer offer, basically, of Jayson Tatum over half of a point. Again, guys, there are multiple ways for you guys to win on PrizePicks. There's the flex play option, where if you get 2 out of the 3 plays correct, either you take all of my plays or you take some of your own plays, 2 out of 3 correct, and it'll pay out 1.25. If you get 3 out of 3 correct, then it's going to pay out 2.25. And if you like all of the options, you can do the power play option. All of them have to hit, but if they all hit, it'll pay out 5 times your entry fee. Again, guys, please make sure that you do use promo code Awesemo, AWESEMO, for a $100 first match deposit bonus. I love all of you guys, and I do hope you guys do have a great rest of your guys' day. As always, guys, goodbye.